What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, coming at you with an all new Dauntless video. But first, if you enjoy quality gaming content or informational videos like the one I'm posting today, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. That being said, in today's video, we have a ton of stuff to go over. I want to do a full rundown of the patch 1.7.3 update. Coming with it is a ton of really cool updates that I'm really excited to talk about, and will probably be broken up into multiple videos. But before we even get into any of that, I have some big news that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while now, but it is official and I can officially talk about it as of 2 days ago. Because of all of your guys' amazing support, the Glitchiz YouTube channel, myself, have been officially asked to become a Dauntless Partner. So keep an eye out in the near future for the in-game flair and things of that nature. We will also be doing hunt pass giveaways and hunt pass level boost code giveaways on our Discord on a regular basis, 3 of which are actually live in a giveaway that finishes up tomorrow on the Discord. So if you haven't already joined us, be sure to click those links down in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord, and head right over once you get in there to the giveaway channel. Click that reaction to join, and hopefully you'll be the lucky winner. But yeah, I plan on doing several hunt pass code giveaways throughout the week, and we'll be getting more of those every single time we have a new hunt pass patch. So hopefully we see you around, and hopefully you'll be the lucky winner. But jumping into the actual patch notes, we have a ton of stuff to go over. First up, we have the new island, the Blazeworks, which can be unlocked within the Slayer's Path. Once you have it unlocked, it is basically a souped up revamped version of the Brightwood Hunting Grounds Island, only now it has a much more ethereal, toxic pollution type theme going on with it. It is also one of the highest ranking hunting grounds that you can slay behemoths in. So we will have behemoths ranging from 21 to like 23 or 24 in there. So it's going to give slayers a pretty decent challenge, but the rewards have been increased as well. There's also some really cool points of interest on this map, including some toxic waste pools with some explosive barrels, which can actually interrupt behemoths if you time the explosions properly, as well as a really cool big tower in the middle of the map that I have a feeling is going to be the key location for a upcoming update with a potential new behemoth, Cough the Phalanx. You'll also notice some secret tunnel system entrances that are actually guarded by in-game NPCs. So that's pretty cool. One of the few maps that actually has living characters in it, but with the exception of the few NPC characters we've run into in the past. So that's pretty neat. But the lore behind it is the Ashians have returned to a sprawling facility on the Hunting Grounds Island for mysterious purposes. Expect to face extremely powerful behemoths while discovering twisted secrets. 2 new island events are available in the Blazeworks Poison Personality, Poison Personality and Infernal Gaze. There's also some lore about how the Imperial Guards there are guarding a deep hidden secret within the facility, which I have a feeling is going to relate to what it will probably be a rumor quest revolving around the new Phalanx behemoth that's going to be dropping. So really excited to see what they do with that. But moving on, we have a new Omnicell as well. It is called the TEMPEST OMNICELL. This is a slight variation. They've made some changes to it. It was originally called Wind Fury, but it is called officially Tempest now. And 1.7.3 marks the introduction of Tempest, a new Omnicell that allows you to capitalize on high movement speed and maneuverability to outwit your foes. You can unlock Tempest alongside Bastion Iceborne in the Slayer's Path at level 7. But what's cool about it is the passive, similar to the old version of Wind Fury, is it gives you bonus attack speed, which is a plus 10% bonus. And if you dodge through an attack, you get a stack of what's called Velocity. Each stack of Velocity will last 45 seconds and increases your movement speed by 3%, max 5 stacks. And that will come into play with the active ability, which is where it gets really cool. So for the active, you consume a stack of that Velocity buff to dash ahead and deal 400 shock damage to a nearby target, prioritizing unbroken behemoth parts. So it'll help you break the behemoth parts more quickly, but it gets a little better. For every 1% increase in movement speed, you deal plus 5% damage to those unbroken parts. So if you take the max 5 stacks of the passive perk, which gives you the 3% movement speed, just from max stats alone from the Omnicell itself, that's a 15% boost. So So you multiply that by the plus 5% damage, that is a 75% damage increase just from the passive alone on the Omnicell. So you can see how with just a few more bonus points and percentage points into movement speed from some cells could get you very easily to 100% bonus damage with this active ability. So it's going to be pretty strong, I have a feeling, and it'll kind of give you the benefit of having some support still in your build, and not being 100% offensive focused like the Discipline Omnicell. So it's a kind of a good little balance there. So really cool, and I'm excited to try that out in game tomorrow. Next up, another big thing is we have the big repeaters refresh. I know a lot of people are excited about this. I won't go crazy in depth on it right now because I'm actually going to be doing a whole other video that's going to go in depth on all of the new repeaters, what's been changed with it, some of the mechanics that are changing and things like that. But real quick, the Ashian Repeaters refresh brings a number of gameplay adjustments and quality of life improvements to our first ranged weapon. The first thing you may notice is that the repeaters are no longer modular. They now craft repeaters as a cohesive whole weapon, similar to how all the other weapons are crafted now. Besides making crafting repeaters more streamlined, this refresh gives you access to a full set of unique effects for repeaters and allows you to show off brand new cosmetic designs based on each particular behemoth. So we're not limited to their repeater looks being just off the barrel. There is unique designs for every single behemoth now, with its own unique built-in perk and changed up mod cell slots now, which is amazing. We're not stuck with that permanent mobility cell slot now. If you crafted repeaters prior to 1.7.3, you will see a full refund for all of the crafting materials you spent, including any Aether Hearts and Rams spent towards power surging. In addition to streamlining the process, the new way of crafting repeaters will cost you fewer resources. So after the refund, you'll probably have a bunch left over, so that's good. If we jump into here, some quick few things I wanted to show you guys, which I'll go more in depth on in the official video, is obviously we have the updates to how they're going to be crafted. A lot more streamlined now, new looks, but we're getting aiming and camera refinement with the repeaters now. We made improvements to the general field of view slider and added a new option slider for the aim mode. Aim mode, FOV, and zoom settings can now be changed independently from the main camera. So this is when you have the repeaters equipped. Normally, the camera seemed like really close up to that character. Now there's actually a slider that'll give you a range of options for how distant you want the camera to be. So even though the repeaters are unsheathed and you're using them, you will have a lot more field of view now. So that's really, really cool. Moving on, the other big thing and a quality of life improvement, I'm sure for a lot of people, is we're actually getting a reticle improvement as well. So here's the quick example here. Basically, you're going to have a red reticle, and the further away from the target you are, the smaller that red reticle will be, and that is basically representing your damage fall off on the repeaters now. And as you get closer to the behemoth, you'll see that this red reticle actually gets bigger and bigger and bigger, up until the point where you get those double full-size red targets on there, and that lets you know that you are in the perfect range to do max potential damage. So really interesting concept, and I like that it's a lot more readable now. And with that bonus change to the field of view, it's going to make using the repeaters a lot more streamlined and a lot easier for a lot of people. So really cool changes there. And in the future, following this refreshing update to the repeaters, you can expect new repeaters accompanying the release of any new weapon set. This includes the new behemoths, events that drop, things like that. It's not going to be one particular barrel anymore. We will be getting unique designs for every single new repeater that comes to the game. So super cool updates to that. And like I said, I'll be going much more in depth on this in the actual repeater refresh video. So stay tuned for that. Moving on, we have the new hunt pass, the Ostigard Justice. Unlock the armor of the Triumvirate Executors. By processing through the Ostigard Justice Hunt Pass, you can earn 100% of your platinum back, similar to the previous Hunt Passes. If you purchase the Elite track, making it to the end of the Hunt Pass. So if you invest in the Elite track, you will get 100% of that platinum back. Or, like I mentioned, now that we're partnered, feel free to join the Discord and you may win the Hunt Pass for free. I'm going to be giving 3 of them away right at launch tomorrow, and then probably 1 to 2 every following week, as well as several of those level boost codes as well. So be sure to hop in that Discord and hopefully you pick that up. But I'll actually do another quick video just doing a rundown of the Hunt Pass specifically to kind of show off all of the sets that we're getting. And in that same video, I'll also do a reward cache rundown so you guys can see that up close and personal. The reward cache is being updated with 2 new sets of armor. As you can see from this little image here, it looks like we're getting the opposite transmog skins as we got in the previous hunt pass. So whatever themed ones that we got in the green style, we're now going to get in that barbaric like brown wrap style. The ones that we got before in the brown wrap style, we're going to get vice versa in the green style. So pretty cool designs there, as well as a really cool new Ashian themed armor set. Moving on, we have a few new quests that we're going to be getting. Added the Forge and Fury quest, assist Admiral Zion creating an official report by uncovering the secrets of the Blazeworks. Speaking of Blazeworks, there's also 5 new lore nodes that you can find on the new island. I will be making a video on all the lore node locations, so be sure to check that out as well. They added the Opalescence Behemoth rumor die, added the Lock Load Repeaters quest to Admiral Zion and Ramsgate, added the Guns of Ostigard quest to Admiral Zion and Ramsgate, and added the Sprout Slayer quest to Krugario and Ramsgate to explain the Aether Sprouts and the new Hunt Pass gatherable. So that is the other thing that is changing that we'll go a little bit more in depth here in a minute. From here on out, they've decided that those in Ramsgate collectibles for the easy Hunt Pass XP boosts, those are going to permanently look like the OG little Aether Sprout seedling type of designs. I'll probably post a little quick image of it here, so keep an eye out for those. That is what every single collectible is going to look like from now on, and they're going to kind of explain why that is the decision they made with a quest in the game, so that's pretty cool. Moving on to Ramsgate, Hunt Pass gatherables in Ramsgate will now always be the plant-like Aether Sprouts. Then we move on to the store, and I must say, the stuff they add to the store this time around is pretty badass. I'll probably show some descriptions, previews of what all of them are here as I read them off. Players can now buy single loadout slots instead of packs of 3. They can be purchased directly from the loadout menu. Players can now have up to 20 loadouts, so a nice little boost there. But worthy mentions of things that you can purchase within store is the new Autumn die. Next up, we have the Do the Automaton emote. Then we have the cat emoji pack. Next is the Lightsworn Benediction axe skin, Beacon Lantern skin, Grace's Chainblade skin, and the Revelations Repeater skin. So I'll play through those real quick. Next, we have a new Middleman emoji bundle, the Middlewings Glider, the Middle Star Lantern skin, one of my favorites, the Middle Blade Sword skin, which I tested and has a cool, unique particle effect when you unsheath the weapon, and when you do a heavy attack, adds a flaming effect to the blade. So probably one of my new favorite skins that I'm definitely going to be picking up. So be sure to check that out. As well as the Ashian Commander General Armor skin, the Ostigard Knot hairstyle, the Lightsworn Bundle Pack, and the Void Core Repeaters bundle. So some cool updates to those old school bundles, as well as a ton of really sweet looking weapon cosmetics, especially the Middle Blade Legendary Sword cosmetic. I'm super excited for that one. So yeah, some really cool stuff added to the store this time around. So be sure to hop into the Discord, get that free Hunt Pass, so you can save that platinum and use it in the in-game store. Which, by the way, if you plan on buying additional platinum, be sure to use code Glitchiz in the in-game Dauntless store or on the Epic Launcher. Really helps support the channel and it would be greatly appreciated. It's code Glitchiz, all caps. Moving on, for balance updates, slaying behemoths in the heroic escalations now grant 100% bonus weapon experience. So if you and a buddy have gotten pretty good times down on all of these heroic escalations, that could be a really quick way to level up your weapons if you're good for those last few levels. They also reduced the attack speed of the hot and cold modifier to 3, 6, and 9% to better match the updated attack speed of all the weapons across the game from the previous update. So that's pretty cool. For gameplay, the Urska weapon's legendary ability base damage has been reduced from 500 to 250. The Iceborne's lance base damage has been reduced from 750 to 330, so a little bit of a nerf there. But this is a cool update. The Rezakiri weapons now, the unique effect now grants 8%, plus 8% chance for attacks to hit twice, where before it was only 10% across the board. Now it is 8% before power surging and 12% after power surging. So it gets a little bit of an increase, a buff after you've power surged it, but it'll be 2% less prior to power surging. Moving on to this one, the Discipline's critical strike damage did get a little bit of a nerf. They reduced the strike damage per stack from 6% to 4%. The Discipline's punch base damage was also reduced from 300 to 200. Moving on, the Fleet-Footed perk's movement speed buff duration has been increased from 3 to 10 seconds, which makes it arguably the best choice for the new Tempest cell. So be sure to try and test that out and see if you like it. I have a feeling it's going to be the go-to mobility cell for that. For pools of poison, they now wait 1 second after they appear before activating. So that's good. It gives you a chance to get out of the way. Moving on to hunting ground specific stuff, the danger meter rate on all islands except the first 4 has increased, and it now takes 10 minutes to reach full danger instead of 15 minutes. And they reduced the number of totems spawning during the Firewatch event from 6 to 3. So a nice little change there. And then for repeaters, obviously I'll be going more in depth on all of these in the main video, but real quick, parts marked by the marksman chamber will now take additional core damage even if they're not broken. Increased basic shot damage from 80 to 100. Twin Suns have been excluded from this. They increased the empowered basic shots damage from 125 to 175. Again, Twin Suns were excluded. They increased the empowered marksman chamber damage from 250 to 350. So marksman chamber got a boost. They also increased the empowered salvo chamber damage from 400 to 450. So that got a little bit of a boost. Empowered full bore chamber does 3 times non-empowered damage, increased from 2.5 times. The capacitive magazine mod now restores 8 ammo up to 4, so double the amount of ammo you get back from that. Increased empowered demolition sites damage from plus 50 to plus 100, and the demolition sites mod now grants additional damage against minions, fauna, and objects created by behemoths. So with that repeaters refresh, we're getting a bunch of buffs, it looks like, with the exception of maybe one, to all of the mods pretty much for the repeaters. So pretty interesting stuff. Moving on to quality of life. For UI, behemoths are now always visible on the compass and the hunting grounds, regardless of where you are if flares are active. Players will now see portraits of the Escalation Keystone behemoths in each of the corresponding Escalation Slayer path nodes. Players will see name and icon announcements for behemoths spawned in a public event. All the store items now show their type, and players can now access patch notes from the main menu, as well as the loading screen. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to bug fixes for Valamir. Beams no longer hit the player when they are blocked by Valamir's body. That was always an annoyance, so I'm glad they updated that. For quests, players can now complete escalation challenges by completing patrols for that type of elemental escalation. For cosmetics, Thunderdeep Draft's Warpike Inverse Polarity now has the correct model, and all armor VFX change color to match the corresponding armor dye channel. This is really cool because I know in the previous like Chronivore themed Hunt Pass, a lot of those new armor sets are having some really cool VFX and glows to them. So the fact that those colors are going to change depending on your dye is a pretty neat update in my opinion. Moving on to gameplay. Etheric Evasion no longer stops working if you are downed. The Charog weapon's unique effect is no longer blocked by stamina cost reduction effects such as Cascade's yellow buff. Charog's unique effect also now does the intended amount of damage when power surged. Discipline stacks are now properly cleared when changing Omni cells, and they lastly fixed an issue where held inputs would not always trigger the next combo immediately. As for hunting grounds specifically, poison pools and events now spawn and work as intended, and the game will no longer hitch after completing an event. And in Ramsgate, they blocked areas where players could reach the under the city, so that's good. And then last but not least, for UI updates, gatherables and other interactions no longer show hold if it's an instant tap input. They removed the old Iceborne cells from the cell exchange screen. Loading screen hints with incorrect information about the damage meter have been removed. The hunt pass name no longer overlaps with the time remaining countdown. Heroic merits rarity text now says epic. They polished in-game patch notes. Downtime and status messages on the login screen will now display correctly in Russian and Japanese. Players in Germany between 12 and 16 should now be able to log in and play the game on all platforms. The Hammer's evasive blast, jump, and double jump move list entries now correctly show that they can interrupt behemoths. The pike charge move list entry now displays hold while sprinting. And last but not least, they added Nezaga's ground slam move to Nezaga video montages. So a ton of really big updates coming to the game with this patch tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to the repeaters refresh. Like I said, keep an eye out probably tomorrow for that in-depth deep dive, I guess you could say, into the changes that are coming with repeaters in that regard. Also, we've got a ton of really cool cosmetics in the store, and the hunt pass, keep an eye out for that video, is also really cool. Some of the coolest armor and emotes that I've seen yet in a hunt pass. So really excited about it, and hopefully you guys will be the lucky winner. Once again, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the crazy support that you guys have been giving me over the past year. That's how long it took us to hit partner. Insanely fast, way faster than I expected. I didn't even expect to get it, honestly. But I have a full-time job in the background doing professional visual effects for film and television, and that takes up a lot of my time. So I would not be here doing this, making these videos for you guys, if it wasn't for your continued support. You guys are awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Let's keep growing together. I got some really killer content planned, and hopefully we can continue to do these giveaways on a regular basis. And I'm really excited to see how the new in-game player turns out. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys around. Again, links down in the description for the Discord. Be sure to click that reaction button, join the giveaway. We're giving 3 of those hunt pass codes out tomorrow, and several of them throughout the remainder of the week and the remainder of the season. So hopefully we'll see you around. But until the next one, you guys, I hope you had a great day, and we'll catch you later. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're looking to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, then be sure to click the link in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord server. We continue to grow every day, and it's filled with all your favorite game discussion channels, as well as several LFG channels to help you find that perfect group for your next hunt or raid. Lastly, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all my future content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hope you all had a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.